This is the shortest representation of the 90s. You might think that the 90s is just some old decade with old stuff, but it really isn't. It's way much deeper than that. The 90s supposedly began at January 1st, 1990, but since cultural can't read a clock, it began after the destroyed Berlin Wall. The technology in the 90s was a big leap from the 1980s. The internet, one of life's greatest inventions, made by Tim Berners-Lee, the inventor, had solved a problem scientists had. They needed to share the information from computer to computer, and he designed it so that people can pull up their information from any computer. Tim was so excited about his invention that he developed the World Wide Web. One of the most popular search engines is Google. It was made by two PhD guys that made a simple but mighty search engine. Google became so popular to this day and back then that it became like a verb, like Google it. The final part of technology was the console entertainment. Nintendo, Sega, and PlayStation were the main dominators. Nintendo released the Game Boy handheld, Nintendo 64, and their most popular game, Super Mario 64 and Legend of Zelda. PlayStation had their PS1 with 3D graphics, and Sega had Sonic the Hedgehog. The 1990s were pretty cool. Famous people in the 90s were Michael Jordan, Princess Diana, and a bunch of actors. During the 90s, Christians were at 90% in the US. Today is at 60%. Many people had dropped their religion and became a nun. Researchers say it is because of the internet, because people found faults in their religion and stopped believing in the religion. Cool things back in the 90s, which look ancient to this day. People had disposable cameras, they could take pictures, and you never knew how they figured it out. When you got them back, you'd probably take the worst photo in your life and you just wasted your film. Yellow Pages was a thick book with everyone's numbers. People used maps instead of Google GPS, which sounds really hard. In conclusion, the 90s was a great time. It brought new technologies, which made life a bit easier. It did bring conspiracy theories, but the 90s was not just centered on the internet. People went outside and actually touched grass. The 90s was indeed a great place of innovation, fun, laughter, and an influential part of today.